So my mother told me since day one that I have the power to do anything. My stepdad told me since day one that I have the power to become anything. My sister told me that I have more time in my life than I think. See, my grandmother told me to think twice before I act. My grandfather told me to be cool in situations that I can fix. My mind told me to keep all of those comments and make myself become a legend. If I can say one thing and one thing only to the youth of this generation, is you have the power within. And it's so much power you have within you that it is limitless. And when you hear others say sky is the limit, do yourself a favor and go beyond that. Don't stop at the moon either, because there's so much more in life that you have to see if you want to reach greatness. See, one of the greatest lessons I learned as a teenager is that if I don't enjoy the journey, I won't be proud of myself when I make it. I'll say that again. If I don't enjoy the journey, I won't be proud of myself when I make it. See, I have been spending so much, a lot of time with a youth group, and I have been sharing my experiences and thoughts with them. And the youth has inspired me to do even more this year than last year because I see so much potential in all of us. But for you to shine that potential, you have to believe that you have the power. And that power includes love, strength, honesty, loyalty, talent, skill, gratefulness, and the soul to carry all of that. I know having no one to listen to you at times to talk about your ideas and goals can suck. I know education can be tough when you have so much to learn and to catch up on when life hits you with so many life problems. I know how it feels when you feel like you don't know what else to do with your mind and just be robotic. But you always, always, always remember that the greatest legend you will ever see in this lifetime is yourself. And the most gorgeous mind you will ever see displayed in this universe is the one you were born with. I love you guys, and I want you to shine throughout this lifetime. Forever legends. To you. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Jaden, for that wonderful inspirational word. I'm just curious. So, where do you get these things from? It's like when you start writing, like what really inspires you when you start putting pen to paper?
So, well, it all started just by being very observant and just going through life. Like, a lot of this comes from experiences because the two biggest topics that I talk about as a motivational speaker in general is self-improvement and relationships. So growing up, I've heard different things from my mom, my dad, sister, friends from high school, and I take all of that and I wait. Sometimes, like if you tell me, give me advice on something that I'm having trouble with, I might not take it that day, but if something strikes in my life, I'll think about that. And then I'm like, okay, I made this mistake. I remember when my mom said, if I make this mistake, what can I do? And then I use it. That's how I get a lot of my material when I write is through life experiences and just accept that I can never be perfect. I can never be perfect. I'm always going to make mistakes. I'm always going to sometimes think, sometimes I'm always going to like, not think first, or I might just not be cool or overreact or overthink stuff or not paying
Hmm.
attention. So I'm now starting to really accept that and work on it and let the youth know that you're still going to be okay. You're going to make mistakes, but I don't want you to stop when you make those mistakes because we all do it. But you have the power to fix that and to grow from that. Look at me. I have, not to get too crazy personal, but I have anger issues. But I'm still working on that. So every day I smile more. When I feel like there's something wrong and I don't agree with something, I stay calm, I speak less, I listen more, and I just understand that, hey, I'm going to be okay. I'm still alive, right? And I understand
Absolutely.
that the people who tell me, give me advice, they love me and they support me. So why get so upset with them when they're trying to, help me with, criticism? So that's one of the things that I use in my writing, and that's how I get a lot of my ideas, and that's what I spread to the youth.
Well, that is fantastic, Jaden. We definitely applaud your growth, and that's something that can be hard to do sometimes. That kind of self recognition and being able to go internally and see things that we need to improve upon about ourselves, and so that's something that some 15, 60 year olds have still
Yeah,
haven't figured out how to do. So we definitely applaud you. We thank you so much for your words, for your encouragement, and just for being who you are, because being who you are is actually going to be a great inspiration to every young person that you talk with, and as well as some older folks that are taking in what you're saying as well. So we definitely appreciate you.
of course. Thank you so much for this opportunity too.
Absolutely.